Yo,
Alright.
it's good. You all right today?
Yeah, I'm good. Everything good with you?
Yeah, everything good. Bad about the little slight delay. Had to take care of some business and shit.
Yeah, no problem, man. I was just saying I'm back or whatever. Like I said, I'm ready, whatever you are. So ain't no thing.
Oh yeah. So how that go?
Oh, it went great. It went amazing. They had one we was looking for, but we ended up going for a better one. It was good to go see it in person. Got the joint schedule ready to go. I don't know. I just like told my mom it's like I think like well, I deal with Best Buy. That's the only place I dealt with like major appliance with. It's like they give you a better window when it's coming in. He was saying like 5 to 7 days or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
but I guess like in between that or whatever. I think hopefully they give you like a more direct time when they can come because you know what I'm saying. You pull the joint out, clean up, and like with a fridge, you know what I'm saying, empty out, move all the food and all that joint, have it ready to go for them, so it can be seamless. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
Yeah, hopefully. So what y'all get, man? Fridge 5,000.
I relax. I guess that would be like a maybe a mid range little LG jump.
LG though. They can make
Yeah,
TVs, don't they?
yeah. You know how these companies are. They dabble in everything, man.
Man, all right, good. I got LED fridge. That's all right there.
Nah.
4K though.
Relax.
So before we get into the topics, right? Got a little bit of breaking news. I don't know if you heard this. I just seen it literally like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, I'm about to say, my bad, I cut you off. I'm about to say, you can we can like do the Xbox parties for like pregame stuff, so you ain't gotta deal with cutting the stuff out or whatever, too.
Oh
But
yeah. Well,
yeah, go ahead.
I wasn't gonna cut none of this out. This was I felt like it was organic, you know.
Okay, bet.
Yeah. But yeah, going forward, let's definitely do that though. So I don't know if you heard, you probably have, like I said, you be way more in tune with this stuff than I do. But I just seen this like 5 minutes ago that paperwork has been finalized for Lil Uzi Vert to become the first human to own his own planet.
I 100% just read this too. Or like read like the basics of it. It's like crazy. I'm like, bro, they will sell anything that ain't nailed down, won't they? Like, how could you sell somebody a planet, bro?
Who do you
And
who do you
how do
go
you
to?
right, right? Who do you go to, and how do you monetize that? How do you put a price tag on a whole planet? And then like I forgot the name of the jump, but it looked like it wasn't like Pluto, Saturn, nothing
Oh
like
no, no,
that.
no, no, no. I don't think he can afford that. He can afford I think it's Wasp something.
Yeah, but something like that. It was like,
Wasp with some numbers, 127B or something like that.
yeah, something I don't think I ever heard of.
Yeah. I don't think he got the Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune type of bag. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. Oh, and like kind of like to piggyback off of it. I
Mm-hmm.
noticed in like they talk about it like on the Joe Budden podcast and just in general,
Okay.
like this whole I guess it's kind of like the same realm as like that NFC type stuff. With like it's like digital and audio type of collectibles is like so instead of like owning like a basketball card, I seen like one of my YouTubers I follow.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a little move. It's like a sports clip you can own or whatever, and it has like that's starting to have like monetary value and stuff like that. And I was like, bro, this is
Wow.
crazy. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it be something simple, like some of the jumps because of course, he was like it was a sponsored video, so he was doing like a little demonstration pack
Mm-hmm.
opening that they provided him with a common pack and then a better pack. And then, of course, in the better pack, he got like a rare moment. But it's like just random stuff. It's like Luca assists, and you'll own a piece of that clip.
Wow.
And you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, how they do collectibles is numbered and it's only X amount of number of these clips out. It's, I don't know. It was
Wow.
wild.
That sounds like something that'd be fun and kind of cool to invest in, though. Don't you think?
Definitely, yeah. It's like if you got like big people behind like KD and there's a few other people we named, but I definitely remember KD being a part of it.
Yeah, that's definitely dope. So speaking of Joe Budden, I'm glad you brought that. When you brought his name up, it reminded me. Did you see what he said? And I definitely want your opinion because these both your boys. Did you see what he said when he got wind of Real Sick calling out JC?
Yeah, I just because like when I went out with my mother, I was listening to the podcast with them,
Mm-hmm.
and I just finished that segment. I'm like pretty much winding down the podcast. At the end of the podcast, they do sleeper, so they play like a song. They go around the room and they play like a quote unquote sleeper song or whatever.
Okay.
And that whole segment was funny as hell. Like they often whenever it's like a big event or something like that, they'll talk about battle rap. They don't talk about battle rap too much, but
Mm-hmm.
like if it's a big event or something, so he was talking about it. And first he tried to call Sick, but Sick didn't answer because he probably didn't know. You know, you don't know nobody's number,
Right.
no answer. So Arsenal's brother is actually on the podcast. Shout out to Ice.
Okay.
So you know they battled over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like slight little, you know, just banter, like fake, um, little argument between. So Ice called his brother, and they had a talk, and then you know what I'm saying they prompted him to call Real Sick. Real Sick answered, and nice conversation, but long winded. I'm here for it. I'm here for it, and like that's definitely a good battle. Like Real Sick is definitely a battle rap that's moving up my ladder. Like I said,
Mm-hmm.
I won't jump head first and like not saying that I'm not saying I'm anybody, but like I'm not like how these people we will talk about later in the podcast. Like I'm not like in the moment type.
Right.
You gotta like build and earn my okay. When I see you're worth it, then bam, I'm all in on you. Pause. You know what I'm saying? And you know JC is one of my favorites, so I would love to see it. And I don't know. Real Sick better be careful. Like JC's one of them niggas that can talk to him. You know what I'm saying? So
Right. Right. Right.
yeah, but I would love to see it. I think Real Sick is definitely up for the challenge, man.
Yeah, I definitely look forward to seeing that too. Definitely was interested to see what you had to say. Like I said, those Joe Beasy and JC, those both your boys. You know what I'm saying? And then, like you
Yeah,
said, Real Sick is quickly ascending, so should make for fireworks.
definitely.
So, without that being said, I guess we can get into what we originally wanted to talk about. Just had to get that, like, I feel like breaking news out the way.
Yeah, yep. Gotcha. That was good topics to cover right there. Huh?
Facts, facts, facts. And definitely got to do my homework on that planet stuff because
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. But nigga can, start building tourist attractions in the universe and all that.
Yeah, and it's like odd, it's like not disrespect, but we always hear the stigmas about like rappers, you know what I'm saying, with their money.
Mm-hmm.
And good for Uzi. I man, I know, you know what I'm saying, it looks like he got money with the jewelry and all that, cars. But like I gotten out of that mind just thinking just because they look like money, they actually got money.
Right,
But
right,
like
right.
to having like I would like to see the figures behind it or ballpark like how much this cost us. But shout out to Uzi for look like he got his ducks in a row and got his business in order if he can afford a planet. Or I will hope so.
Yeah. So I'm guessing once the paperwork gets finalized, then
Yeah,
hopefully that number will leak out. But like you, I'm very, very interested to see like what them numbers looking like. You know what I'm saying?
uh-huh.
Yeah. I mean, he's a baller. So, like you said, we don't know the numbers. He's a baller. So, speaking of ballers, we were going to touch on the whole Damian Lillard situation. This hot again, cold again, heating up, cooling off, trade talk about Damian Lillard. I don't know what the fuck to make of it at this point.
Yeah, it's like wow. It's like normally, you know what I'm saying, Dame is like super quiet. I'm not saying he's talking now, but like anything around Dame is quiet because he's just a quiet person. He doesn't give you too much to really go off of.
Mm-hmm.
And like I just want to know if this is him and his cat, you know what I'm saying, manufacturing this, or is it just like the fans and sports personalities, man? What we're talking about is are the rumors true that Dame wants out of Portland?
Right. For me, I believe it's true. I believe he's behind all of this. And one statement he made leads me to believe that he's behind this somehow, some way. And like you said, probably more so just pulling the strings from his camp and not him himself. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
When reports initially broke, well, the reports have been breaking since the end of their playoff run, but when the reports officially broke, what was that, about a few days ago? He
Yeah.
said that he was taking a nap and he woke up to rumors of him being traded, wanting to be traded. I kind of feel like that kind of gave away the fact that he's trying to create like a slight alibi of not him. You know, he's not saying it, but he also didn't deny it either, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you were taking a nap, you were taking a nap. But at the same time, these reports have been swirling, have been flying. Like, wow, all of a sudden you picked that exact moment to say something like that. Like, you ain't been taking a nap, you know, ever since the playoffs was your playoff run was over. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I kind of feel like he is behind this somehow. So even if he doesn't want to be traded, I kind of feel like it's an awesome ploy to put pressure on the Trailblazers to do something.
Right.
What do you feel?
I feel the same way, man. Like, just to dig a little bit deeper, like, I think he feels this way, and I think he's trying to like backtrack a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he doesn't want to deal with like the negative, even though I haven't seen too much negative connotation getting thrown at his way for wanting to leave and backtracking his original statement and not want to team up and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But you know how these celebrities are, man. Some are like super sensitive, even though at certain levels, I think that stuff gets to him. So I think he might be just how he really feels. He might want to leave, or like you said, want to put pressure on the organization to get him some help. Some, you know what I'm saying? Power is good, but maybe he wants a different caliber, a star to come in and help him out or whatever. And I just thought, like, I think that's how he really feels, and maybe just trying to hide behind the, oh no, I don't know what y'all talk about, you know what I'm saying, type of act. But I definitely think, you know what I'm saying, where there's smoke, there's fire, man.
Yeah, more than likely, that's how it always is. I hate to, use that cliche, but in this case, it definitely feels warranted. So, what do you move wise? Obviously, you know what I'm going to say. Let's get CJ McCollum the hell out of town. And
sound like Knight, man.
And shout out to Knight. Still waiting on that one-on-one match that he ducking, but shout out to Knight. I'm becoming less and less of a CJ fan, and the season's been over, but like him on Twitter, he's kind of like starting to rub me the wrong way. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, fill me in.
All right, so when, of course, they got eliminated from the playoffs, blah blah blah. He's not mentioning nothing about that, blah blah blah. He had a lot of negativity to say about Giannis. Yeah, and he was tweeting like a few negative things about Giannis from that Brooklyn series, even during the Hawks series. And as far as it's like when Giannis had that injury, that was against y'all, right? The Hawks.
Yeah.
And when Giannis had that injury, was saying like, oh, in those kind of moments, you just can't miss games and stuff like that. Now, mind you, I think the NBA broke a record this playoffs for having the most stars missed.
Yeah.
And he didn't say nothing about nobody else's, like, missing time due to injury. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It was just based around Giannis or whatever. And then even getting to the finals, he was one of the ones advocating very strongly with tweets saying that Chris Middleton should get a majority of the votes for Finals MVP. So then closeout night after they Bucks secured the championship, Giannis with the virtuoso, as Uncle Shay would say. Then he tweets out, "Wow, we'll never see another player like Giannis. He's one of one. Enjoy this show while we can." Like what? Like, how did you get from, basically going on this guy the whole playoffs, and now he's one of one? You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna never see nothing like that again. Like, somebody just doesn't do that kind of damage overnight. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah, he's definitely been killing this whole playoffs. And me as a Hawks fan, I know so well he's been killing, man.
So I'm just like, yeah, I'm losing. I don't know what his mindset is, but I was pulling for CJ, but you know me, when he stepped out of bounds and missing a wide open dunks, that was enough for me. You know what I'm saying? And then that on top of that is just, ah. So he has to go. What do you feel?
I mean, I'm not gonna hold that against him. That sucks, but I don't think it's enough for me to ship him out of town. I mean, if y'all want to, like, you know what I'm saying, say y'all unite or whoever. I don't know. I just be want to hear who y'all will bring in and what's the plan. What's the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. See, the cool thing about CJ is he's a max player. That's a max contract.
Mm-hmm.
So if you could just, I don't know specifically who's available, via trade, but
Yeah, yeah,
he's a
just for like, you know what I'm saying, just for shits and giggles and stuff like that.
yeah. Like I would call the Wizards and be like, yo, can we get Bill for McCollum? Or we can base this package around McCollum. What else do y'all want outside of Lillard? You know what I'm saying? And big guy, Nurkic. Outside of Lillard and Nurkic, what do y'all want? You know what I'm saying? And we want Bill, or we want Russ. You know what I'm saying? Like it's other players that you can. I ain't saying it's gonna fit good. I ain't saying it's gonna work, but at least you gotta try. You know what I'm saying? Like what we got, this ain't working. Or we losing to teams that's not even healthy in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it ain't like no specific player I would be like, yo, let's go get him. But I definitely would call up certain teams like, yo, can we get him? You know what I'm saying? You call up Chicago and yo, what about Zach LaVine? Or what about other cuz that they got from Orlando, Vucevic? Well, they might say no, probably gonna say no, but hell, at least you try. You know what I'm saying?
Respect.
Yeah. So
I just like to keep that nucleus together and add on to it or whatever. Get them maybe a nice wing, another playmaker for I mean not playmaker, another player maybe, another better big man that can, you know what I'm saying, do something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
yeah, it's
But I
it's
mean,
it's
yeah,
tricky. It's
like,
tricky.
whatever you build it, like just they definitely want to get them some help so they can get over these hurdles or whatever. See, that's a team like I wouldn't mind. They're a regular ass team. You know what I'm saying? They haven't been top seed and all that. I can see getting them some help. But like, oh, everybody else, oh, Phoenix need help, Utah need help. Like, oh, these niggas like top seeds, bro. Like, niggas got to play better, bro. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
Yeah, losing, especially in Phoenix aspect, losing game 6 of the NBA finals. You're literally one game away from the full length of the series. You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
that's definitely like you just gotta play better. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't
Yeah.
need help. They can run this back if they wanted to.
Right. And I told the game, shout out the game, it's crazy because people hate super teams, but what you're actually trying to create by adding another talent to Phoenix, upgrade over Phoenix, you're gonna really make them a super team. You know what I'm saying? But you hate super teams.
Right.
So if you swap out you swap out a player like what I heard take out Jay Crowder and throw DeMar DeRozan in that role. I'm like, that's a super team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we hate super teams though. It's like crazy.
So is that's a rumor, like a legit rumor?
Nah, that's just, you know what I'm saying, me just talking to my homies and friends and stuff
Oh,
like that.
okay.
You know what I'm saying, through bands, like I said, I've been hearing like, oh, they need more help, they need more help. I'm like, bro, like, and like, you know me, I entertain it because I'm always with the, you know what I'm saying, objective talk.
Right.
And I'm trying to hear where they coming from. Like me, like how me and you, like, we on this some shit now. Niggas just gotta do better.
Right.
Like you talking about a top seed team, like they're stacked, they're loaded. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They
Literally
just
have a
not
complete team.
right. They're just not like the new age, the Miami Heat with LeBron, Wade, and Bosh. They're not Kyrie Irving, KD, and Harden. They're not Clay, Steph, and KD. They're not that. But like they're a complete team. Like you got like one of the best point guards You got a Devin Booker rising star, and you have like specialists and good players around him. You know what I'm saying? Nice bench,
Mm-hmm.
like, and it shows they got to the NBA Finals. But like,
Game 6.
yeah, I mean, it's always easy. Of course, it's always like that's another people always speak in retrospect. Of course, like you see they lost, and then the easiest thing to say, yeah, they need somebody else. How about just they need to play better?
Yeah.
Like we need to get back to that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
And it's and that segue beautiful into like the microwave sports society that you wanted to talk about. It we're definitely in the era, and I don't even know if this is an era. This could have been a day one thing. But we're definitely realizing right now that
saying? It's
there's
different. It's different today.
there's just not there's not no accountability in things no more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, pick and
Like,
choose and shit.
yeah, like if you told me, and this is any team in the NBA, if you pull the team to the side and say, yo, we're gonna give you this roster, the Phoenix Suns roster, and we're gonna put you in the NBA finals, and we're gonna start you off with a 2-0 lead. Every team is gonna take that deal.
Man,
Every single team is gonna take that deal. And you beat a team twice. All you have to do is beat a team 2 more times before they beat you 4 times.
and you have home court advantage.
Right. And you literally just lost 4 games to a team. You have to play better.
Four
You're not
straight.
right. You're
4 straight.
that
That's inexcusable.
yeah, that's a clear indicator that you're not playing your best when you lose 4 straight games to a team. Unless you're just super outmatched and you get swept. You know what I'm saying? Like that's completely crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I give you an example. About 7, 8 years ago, when LeBron was with the Heat and all that. Remember they went to Game 7 versus the Spurs and beat them in 7 the first year,
Mm-hmm.
and then came back the next year and got blasted 4-1, and they lost every game by like damn near 30 points.
Yeah.
Like that's inexcusable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You literally just beat this team in 7. You ain't got to beat them again, but you can't get ran off the court. You know what I'm saying? Of course,
Right.
people were saying like Dwayne Wade wasn't the same and this and that, but you know, he played another 5, 6 years, so obviously he wasn't that bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, just gotta play better. That's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's the type of stuff we all need. We need to get back to, man. It's like crazy, man. And then the other aspect of just the microwave society is like these takes, these hot takes, y'all. Please stop living in the moment and just take time just to enjoy the essence of everything. Like you don't have to vocalize everything that's in your head. Just let it simmer. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying like crazy takes, not even 24 hours removed from the NBA championship.
Okay.
It's like just crazy
Got
stuff,
it.
man.
Got any for us? What you got? Well, you got one.
Man. I mean, even during the championship, and no disrespect to nobody if you hear this, like I just think it's a crazy take. Nothing against anybody personally. Because these are coming from my friends and stuff I see on the timeline. Like
Okay. Okay.
I been
Okay. Okay.
saying like Chris Middleton and Giannis is the new Kobe and Shaq.
Oh wow.
And we all heard that Kobe and Devin Booker is the new Kobe.
Well, I was just about to say this probably the first time in history where 2 teams have played against each other, and in the beginning of the series, Booker and Ayton was Kobe and Shaq, and then by the end of the series, Giannis and Chris Middleton was
They
Kobe
was
and
called
Shaq.
Aiden Shaq. I didn't hear that. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, this probably was right before the finals when he was doing that 20 and 20 and all of that. And,
And that's my whole point. Where like how I am is like I got to see stuff over a span. Like nothing against Aiden. Not saying he's bad because he didn't play well the last 4 games or
yeah,
whatever
about three,
in
four
the
games,
finals
right?
or whatever.
Right.
But I'm just saying it's like your take shouldn't skyrocket up to Shaq, who's one of the greatest big men we ever seen. And then when you doesn't play well and then he plummets, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It
Right.
shouldn't be like that. You know what I'm saying? It should be even kill. Like like Aiden is a solid player, and I've seen like what I would take. Giannis has like the best career outside of Michael Jordan. I'm like his career is even he is not even done yet.
Right.
And you know me, I'm not like the biggest LeBron fan, but LeBron's career is amazing. KD career is amazing right now.
I
Giannis definitely has
potential.
some great stuff. Yeah, he definitely has. I can see that's what I'm saying. It's all about wording. You can
Right.
say, I think Giannis has the potential to have the greatest career. You know what I'm saying? Next to Michael Jordan, but to say like you'll absolutely take it right now, that means if Giannis, God forbid, I ain't gonna say that, but if he just was to stop playing right now,
Right.
his career is better than everybody else not named Michael Jordan. Is like kind of crazy.
Yeah, hell nah. I don't I don't know about you. Like I said, I've been a Celtics fan pretty much my whole life. But when it comes to comparing careers, and we could take Michael Jordan out of it, man, even the basketball that I didn't get to see, some of these guys say like outside of his, the HIV thing, man, Magic Johnson had like a sweet career, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Those guys were like great and amazing, and like just me out of respect, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't try to be that guy. Like Michael Jordan is where I draw the line. That's probably like my oldest memories of immediately actually literally watching the games and stuff like that.
Yes, me
So
too.
I always give like the Birds, the Thomas, the Bill Russells, Magic. I give them respect. I don't talk about them.
Right,
Like especially like ranking, comparison, careers and stuff like that.
right,
I didn't physically watch them. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So
right.
I try not to respectfully talk about them like that. You know what I'm
Yeah, like I'm watching like old games, and you watching like documentaries and highlights and stuff, and Showtime Lakers, and niggas got all the stars out at the games. Not not
saying?
just not just for the finals. It could be a regular Tuesday night,
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and you got all these celebrities at the game. And, I feel like there's a few careers that, and one thing we people kind of got accustomed to doing nowadays is like the accolades is one thing. Like people achieving a lot more nowadays. Me partially because I feel like more so because athletes are just better athletes nowadays than back then. First and foremost, you know what I'm saying?
True, true.
Like, and then it's just like you said, you would have to do like, let's take the Shaq thing. You would have to do Shaq like things for at least a few years to be like, all right, maybe he is kind of like Shaq. You know what I'm
Right, to
saying?
be in the conversation. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You gotta work your way in the conversation versus just straight leapfrogging somebody over 1 year and 1 year. Well, it's crazy, bro.
And it's like, I'm like, like,
And you know what the crazy part about it is? My bad not to cut you off.
go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
But you know how like we know. We talk to people, right? So
Mm-hmm.
like, me and you are like heavy into sports.
Right.
And it be people like me, I'm a little bit older. So it be people like probably younger than me and be acting like talking about these players. I'm like, bro, if I wasn't old enough to like see and like really articulate the game, you being younger than me, how the hell you? You know what I'm saying? I ain't talk about like watching YouTube clips and all that
Right. Right.
because that
Right.
can tell a story. I'm talking about like because you actually have the kind of like me. I think you kind of have to sit down and really watch a game to
Facts.
understand what's really going on. And
Facts.
I noticed that because like a lot of few people they what I'm saying they tell you they don't watch the game, but then you'll have sports talk with them, and they're missing key features, and attributes, and stats, and all that, and matchups and sequences that happen. Well, yeah, you're not getting the whole story, bro. Like
Fact.
that's why you don't really know what's going on because you're not watching. Maybe you catch ESPN news clippings or whatever.
And it's clearly ESPN's narrative.
Yeah, because people's like me and you talk, they spit ESPN takes verbatim to you.
Facts.
Like
Yeah.
when the first take and all that was like popular, And you used to watch it like crazy. I don't watch it so much now, but when I used to watch it crazy, and it'd be like deja vu talking to some of these people because like I heard this same verbiage word for word,
Right. Mm-hmm.
but they're trying to speak it to me like it's original thought in their head.
Yeah, I'm definitely not and we, like you say, you really have to watch the game. And we've gotten so accustomed to this that we'll watch the game multiple times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's been plenty of times we've been in the party and it's like, oh damn, you watching the game again? Like, oh shit, let me cut it on too. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh
then
boy.
we analyzing like what niggas could have done, what niggas should have done here, and you know what I'm saying? How they not see that, and
Yeah.
yeah, you definitely gotta watch it. It's to me, it's a lot of things. I'm not gonna say it's a perfect storm because there's not that many things. It's a few things that play into what's happening. I feel like everybody everybody wants to be right about something,
Yeah.
and
I ain't
I,
gonna
I
throw it in your face.
right, that too. And it reminded me of this clip. I don't know where the clip was from. I don't know what he was doing, but I don't know the Denzel clip when he was talking about news reporters.
Yeah. Yeah.
A-
That's a
a-
perfect example. I can't remember what he said, but yeah.
I can't remember the whole thing, but I know he was saying like, you know, a news reporter's job is to report the news, but it's become down to a process where you're so pressed to be first that you'll start making up stuff just to be first. And now
Mm-hmm.
you're not telling the news, you're pushing an agenda. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's like a lot of what people are doing. You know what I mean? Like to be first and to be right about something, and even to try to like prove you wrong. Because there's been plenty of times where it's like you just got to explain to a person like at the end of the day, this shit is all opinion based.
Facts. And yeah, and
You,
it's always good to have like a good, healthy convo about stuff and not, what I'm saying, forcing your opinion down somebody's throat, thinking somebody's stupid for their opinion. You know what I'm saying? As much as sometimes I get like riled up about it, but like as long as you can like seriously articulate it, and that's my problem with people. You can't articulate that Giannis' career is better than everybody else's not named Jordan, in my personal opinion.
yeah, and it's like even when you keep saying it, that must have came from because I think they said Giannis is the second player and behind Jordan to win the multiple MVPs, the championship, and the
Defensive
defensive
player of the
player of
year,
the year.
yeah,
So that's where that probably came from. Because it's
true.
no way, you can tell me that this Giannis career right now, like I'll take Kobe's career. I'll take Magic Johnson's career, Tim
LeBron,
Duncan. Yeah, like,
Kobe.
definitely LeBron. And LeBron is like, you know, I hate to say it because I'm not the biggest LeBron fan.
LeBron got some shit.
Like outside of championships, I know Jordan. I know it's a bunch of niggas that got more championships than LeBron. But if LeBron can win like one more ship and get to five, and he don't even need to do this. This is me being greedy at this point. But if he can get to like five, like how is that not like a tough ass career though?
Yeah, that will be even more. It's a tough career now. For me, like I'm not like so big on the amount of rings he got. I
Mm-hmm.
think what it is it's his record in the finals, and I think his record is so scrutinized because the way he decided to go about his finals, teaming up with the super teams. So
Right.
like I'm like that, and I know that's what it is for me. I don't want to speak for everybody else. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
damn, if you getting all these people, you shouldn't be losing. You know what I'm saying? And so that's
Facts.
what it comes in the factor in this finals record. I think that's the main thing. Like he got what 4 rings now, right?
Yeah, four. Yeah, correct.
That's a great amount to have. You know what I'm saying? But it's
Excellent.
just a record. That's was
Yeah.
like a little bit. If I want to be petty and nitpick his career, that's what it is for me.
Cause what is he? 4 and 6, 4 and 7. What is he?
I think he's like yeah, 4 for 7 or something. Not 4-6,
Four,
4-6, 4-6.
4, 6.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. It's not. It's not. That's not terrible. And then like considering you've literally been the best player in basketball for almost 20 years.
yeah, yeah.
Like, how is that not a like? And then his career started even before the NBA because the nigga was on ESPN in high school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't think it gets. Oh man, I don't know. Like he has a Space Jam. He got like,
Review coming later on in the pod.
yeah, definitely review later on. But he has a Space Jam. Like I don't. Like I said, Giannis has potential, but at this point in time, Giannis is 26 years old. Let's see what happens, and
Yeah, let it play out.
yeah,
Gotta let it play out.
yeah, that's yeah, yeah. I'll take LeBron's career. Yeah,
Yeah,
if it wasn't for so many, if Jordan didn't have so many iconic / dramatic moments, I would take LeBron's career over Jordan's. But Jordan just had too much. It's too much pizzazz. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
I'm taking Curry career. I like Curry career.
yeah, see, just like that. Like, how do you, especially like
The unanimous. Ain't nobody got that. Unanimous. Yeah, that nigga got that.
yeah. Curry career. You won a championship with a regular team. Championships with super teams.
3 of them things.
Yeah, 3-point shooting champ. Shooting from out and damn near anywhere on the fucking court.
Yeah, Giannis got a few things that he ain't got. You know what I'm saying? Finals MVP and defensive player of the year and stuff like that. That's cool. But like, Steph got an amazing career, man. Like I said, like if it had to end right now, I'll take Curry.
Yeah, definitely take Curry. Way more.
Somebody who changed the game. You know what I'm saying? Like Giannis is a great player, but like niggas is like pulling up from half court, and that's like Curry definitely had a, you know what I'm saying, hand in that. Like that's
Oh
crazy.
yeah, I'm definitely good. No questions. Yeah. So, keeping on the basketball note, I know we had a little bit of Tristan Thompson, Lamar Odom back and forth. What's going on with that?
Oh yeah, I'm glad it's quiet down.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have a spinoff question, but what had happened was, they both talked to Khloe Kardashian,
Okay.
and Tristan was one of the latest to talk to her. Lamar has since moved on, seemingly. Khloe threw up a picture on Instagram. The Kardashians are socialites, so Instagram is big with them.
Mm-hmm.
Lamar commented, liked the picture, commenting on it. Hattie, whole bunch of like little love emojis, the eyes, the heart emojis and stuff like that. And Tristan seen it, got wind of it, replied to him. I don't remember verbatim, but he pretty much told him, "Look, homie, you dodged death once. Don't play it with your life again."
Mm.
And like that's crazy. How do you feel about that? Mind you, they're not. I don't think Tristan and Khloe are together.
So there's two ways I can answer this. I could do this unbiased, or I could do this biasedly.
Go ahead, give me both.
Unbiased, you said they're not talking, right?
Yeah, I think Tristan, he's been allegedly caught cheating. I think this is the second time getting caught cheating. First time was like with Jordan Woods. They took a break. Allegedly, they got back together, and it happened again.
Okay, so unbiased opinion is, this is normal. You're not with the chick no more. I don't know if she's dating anybody else, but during downtime, chicks normally, and even though it ain't like she reached out to the nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He commented on her picture, but chicks normally do fraternize with their exes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I've known that from experience. That just sounds like he already had a problem with Lamar somehow, some way, and he was just looking for a way to get shit going. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
My biased opinion it's like, yo, if you were showing that kind of passion on the court, like shit might have been a little different. You know, I'm a Celtics fan. They could play for the Celtics this year. Highly disappointed in that investment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know you've been clamoring about getting a big man. He wasn't your ideal pick for a big man, but you, all right, we'll take it.
Like he was, because what we would do was we would get these, you know, we got Al Horford. When we lost Al Horford, we kept trying to get like stretch bigs. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Al Horford is like and he's old. He's getting older now, so hopefully he still has. But Al Horford was like a different breed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was just in the running. Let's get a conventional big man, somebody of size and that likes to stay in the paint. They got a person that likes to stay in the paint, but they didn't get a person of size. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, thanks to the Kemba Walker trade, we got back two big men. One of the Al Horford, and then we got a person of size. Well, I wouldn't. I mean, for Cam Reddish, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We can talk about that. And then we got I forget the guy's name, something Brown. I didn't know this, but the center that we got from the Thunder, besides Horford, the Brown dude, he's most popular for his gift. And everybody's posted this guy. I even seen you post it. The gift with the two UCLA players, and one's walking with his head down, and the other one comes and lift his head up.
Oh, I didn't even know it was him.
Yeah, the one with his head down that gets his head lifted up. That's the center right there that we got.
Okay.
Yeah, cool little tidbit. But yeah, other than that, man, I Tristan Thompson's lunching, man. What do you feel?
Yeah, Tristan is definitely lunching, especially like if you already done cheat on, you already ain't doing your part. Like, come on, man. Like, if you care that much about, you know what I'm saying, do your thing and, you know what I'm saying, stay faithful. If not, move the fuck out the way, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of corny as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely corny.
Like, you if you care that much, that I don't know. Like,
you wouldn't have cheated.
Right.
So I got a question for you, right?
Okay.
Would you date a Kardashian?
Now, yeah. All of them niggas. Even Chloe, big box head up. But if I was at that stature, I don't think so. And it's nothing against them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it kind of is, but it's like I don't know. I just like me and you always talk, and I just don't understand like why these dudes always date the same chicks.
Right.
Like I don't know, maybe because I'm thinking now. I be on Instagram. There's so many beautiful ladies out here. Like I don't know. I wouldn't be rushing.
It has to be for the name.
Yeah, niggas is weird, bro.
Because it's like
the name and just the oh yeah, me and James Harden with the same. You know, I don't know what niggas is weird, bro.
Niggas is weird. I wouldn't date a Kardashian, and I could go down that same road saying like, if you're on that level, you know how many bitches out here look like Kim Kardashian?
Right, without the, you know what I'm saying?
The drama and the background and shit like that.
Baggage and all that, yeah.
Like, but I'm not gonna lie. You ever just been in a situation where it's like you've been seeing something be like, damn, they just like been going on this whole family, you know, ever since I can remember. Like everybody always trying to fuck with all these bitches. I wonder what's to them bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You definitely been in that situation. Definitely be curious, man.
Right. So
like that's why I don't blame them too much.
Right.
But if it was a situation like that, but I'd be off my just stick and move type stuff. But like I wouldn't be like Travis have kids with these Jones and Miriam and all that. But I ain't gonna say though, like manufactured or natural, whatever. Kim Kardashian is. Oh my, she's smoking.
Yeah, she's bad.
She'd definitely be one of them.
Yeah,
I would. What's the name? I mean, no disrespect.
I like
Man-made
Kylie. I
or
like
not,
Kylie
like a
Jenner
lot of them
too.
are cuter, yeah. But I want to say Kylie. I don't know how old is she. I
Uh,
know she's of age, but how old is she?
she's young. She's probably like early 20s.
Yeah, see.
Maybe, maybe,
Okay,
maybe
but
towards maybe towards mid 20s by now.
I can't remember the other one.
Uh,
Kendall, maybe.
yeah, Kendall, and
She,
then Courtney. Courtney's the older one, I think.
it might be Courtney. I'm talking about. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Courtney's approaching like a couple of years away from being 40 or something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, there's something in the back of my mind will be like that. I
They
wonder.
probably definitely got that torch.
Yeah, yeah, and I probably would fool around with them. Like I said, wouldn't have no kids or nothing like that. You know, they probably gonna use you for your laws, social status and whatnot. But
Yeah, because that's what they are. That's
yeah,
what they are. They
fair.
definitely like no disrespect. I don't think none of them really got no true talents. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh,
that's what they are. They gotta rely on like on the skimpy pictures and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? The reality TV show, the drama.
yeah, yeah, because that's what people
That's
thrive
why they
off
date
of.
so many men.
Yeah, um,
In my opinion.
yeah, definitely letting people know it's all opinion based. So, speaking of the skimpy and surrounded by a lot of drama, I guess we got to go into Cardi B. So,
Mm. What's up?
so a reoccurring, what seems to be a reoccurring thing with main artists in the industry right now is the stealing of lyrics, songs, beats, anything they can get their hands on. It seems like, huh?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like I'm trying to like fully understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like we on the outside looking at it. I'm not in the music industry.
Of course,
You know what I'm saying? You always hear the like I guess like certain stuff might not have been paid for, or you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So that's how some of this stuff happens. But I don't know. It's just I don't know. I guess when you that desperate, maybe that's what happens. I don't know. Like maybe she didn't hear it, or maybe they don't hear this stuff. But I don't know. It'd be too much of a coincidence. Like somebody's, or at least somebody's bringing this to you. Like even with Nicki, like that whole "Seeing Green" song, like it wants to start bubbling. Then you go on Twitter and see like, oh, artist, oh, this is my song, and you know what I'm saying. He has the whole beat, kind of the same cadence, and then in his part of his verse or the verse or then the chorus, excuse me, he talks about seeing green, and then bam, here come Nicki seeing green.
and it's like with that, how heartbreaking for that artist that not only he gonna steal like the beat, but that means you fuck with the song enough that you were gonna steal my lyrics.
Right.
It's instead of just like trying to put the artist on,
Right.
you stole it,
Uh-huh.
and which is like a big, and this is like a massive problem in the DMV area,
Mm.
and a massive problem I feel like in general. And I can. This is not a segue or none, but it's just a side story. Remember, we were doing those skits last year, right
Yeah.
before the pandemic happened,
Uh-huh.
and me and you did the skit about the Power Rangers stopping the coronavirus.
Right.
And I posted it on my Instagram and tagged all of like a lot of the Power Rangers and whatnot. A lot of comment on it, liking it, blah blah blah. And then there was one who like all of a sudden, a couple days later, magically did like the same kind of thing, but in a slightly different way. You know what I'm
Corny,
saying?
man.
It's
Corny.
super cool, and it would be the one that I used to like the most that did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it was just like, wow, really? Like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's super corny. Instead of you could have reposted the joint, you could have shared the joint,
Right.
if you like it that much. But instead, you rather just take the idea,
Yeah,
and
you
take, you
want
know
to
what
do
I'm
your
saying?
you want to do your rendition, and still like pay, like you said, pay homage, tag
Facts.
niggas, show some niggas some love. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like I
right.
was
And
inspired by my man Teddy. You know what I'm saying? Just give it up, bro. Like, but it's just that's just too much like right. You know what I'm saying? In this
yeah.
world we live in, man.
And it's just real weird and corny to see that people are super okay to the degree that Cardi B and a bunch of artists are consistently being caught doing this kind of stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I just hope. I know it's like it's so tough with like um owning rights to stuff, but like
Mm-hmm.
if these artists can just take their ass to court and get something, you know what I'm saying?
Facts, facts, and really, and artists really, and please, artists, buckle down and really ride out that storm. Don't take no settlements. Like, don't let the person buy you out. I know they're probably going to offer a pretty penny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if you talk to your people, you got like a good case. Take their ass to the cleaners.
Yeah, you fuck around and be getting a piece of her royalties or something. You know what I'm
Yeah, boy,
saying?
what's the hot word? Generational wealth.
Yeah,
Well, you got
yeah.
Drake Wayne on that joint, man. You
Uh
never
huh.
know. Couple years later, that joint you played at the finals, man. You be getting money off that. You
Uh
get some royalty, writing credits or something on that thing.
huh. Uh huh. Yeah. I'm about to say that song would be sweet over like a little NBA Finals preview, little highlight
No
tape right
boy,
quick.
Giannis gonna make it again with their green uniforms. Oh, I'm seeing green.
Or the Celtics, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay, buddy.
But yeah, that this is man, this is I'm all the top artists don't do it, but a lot of top artists is doing it. I know we touched on, or at least we talked about, as far as like the same thing in battle rap, like going on between the bigger stars. I know you were saying, and even my bro that battle raps, and I did a couple vlogs with him during the process of him making diss songs towards battle rappers. He even said the same thing, like a lot of the bigger names just take lyrics from the lesser names because they got bigger platforms. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And how do
And I,
you
I
just?
don't know if you remember, like when because we always talk about just making content.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I always tell you I try not to. Even though I love comedy, that's why I try not to watch like a lot of the people or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was just prejudiced, even though I wasn't doing skits at the time. That's why I wasn't like really up on like the Cornells and all that. Because
Okay.
like I
Okay.
just didn't want to watch it because like I admit I'm like a sponge. Like if something is said is funny or whatever, I'll incorporate it in my daily life, and I might forget where it came from, and I might just what I'm saying, I like it, and I might start using it. So
Right.
sometimes I don't even bother. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. For me, it's like they definitely was inspiration, but at the same time, I feel like the most that I would take from them would just be the actual topic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like living with my ex girlfriend or living with my baby mama. Like I feel like I would just take that, but you would do like your own little spin to it. And
yeah,
even then, you know, niggas know where that shit coming from. Like I tag them niggas in like plenty of videos. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And or even if it ain't them, it could be other people. Like it's a couple people down south that I like on TikTok remade some of their videos with my own twist to it. You know,
yeah,
I definitely shout them out and give them credits to it. You know what I'm saying? And they're the ones that like 5 times bigger than me. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
it's still just niggas is not just they niggas not on morals nowadays, man. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
And it's good to have, like you said, be inspired by and do everything to have your rendition. But the thing is, like, try not to like take people's words in the actual skit. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? You
right,
gotta
right.
put your own spin to it, like you said, put your own twist to it, man. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
like once you get to a level, say if you do you know what I'm saying, go to a high level, you're going to have to live on originality. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to be able to just keep cheating. You're going to be to a point
Mm-hmm.
like these white TikTok dancers. Y'all got that high. But what happens if the black TikTok dancers don't make TikToks no more than they and you had no dancers still?
Right.
So you got to have your own leg to stand on.
Mm-hmm. And then once y'all start doing y'all own little silly or rhythm shit, it's gonna be a wrap.
Right. Oh, that shit is ass.
All right.
Unsubscribe.
Yeah, such and such fell off. God damn. So yeah, I'm a fan of Cardi B. Um,
Definitely, yeah, definitely a fan. I just love her personality. Really,
yeah.
quote unquote, real, genuine. You know what I'm saying? It's just not
Right.
like she's like, she's like a. I think she's kind of. If she's not there, she's ascended to a superstar, but she doesn't seem like she's like unrelatable and stuff. You know what I'm saying? She's
Right.
still like a get on Instagram and argue with somebody in the comments, which I don't think she'd be doing, but like, but that's what I'm saying. She's still kind of like she's still hood, I would guess, for lack of a better
Right.
term. Still,
Right.
yeah.
I can dig it. I can dig it. I can dig it. Yeah, that's definitely hope they get these situations. But I feel like at the rate she's going, she's probably not going to slow this down. So what did she steal in this situation?
This one it wasn't about lyrics because she just released a song with Normani,
Also,
and
the
she
Aaliyah thing.
the cover art. Nah,
Oh,
Normani. I think that's what this is the trickle down effect you get. Like Normani, Normani, excuse me. I know I'm fucking that up.
I mean, I don't even know the girl's name, so I don't know if you
She
fucking.
was a low key artist, you know what I'm saying? But when you
Mm-hmm.
get close to that magnifying glass that they have on Cardi B, now oh yeah, we got to dig up stuff on you and find you. So she was chilling, but they killing her on that. I don't think that has nothing to do with it. That wasn't the first initial gripe, but the gripe was the cover art. Like the little rollout, they had a cover art for the song
Which is
Normani and
nice,
Cardi,
right?
right? But it was another artist who had that same type of cover art, and basically it looked like um all three ladies were like naked on the cover, but it was like the hair was like covering up like you know what I'm
Okay,
saying, your private area,
nipples
like your
and
nipples
right.
and your crotch and stuff like that.
Okay, got you.
So they took that concept, the same like concept, color scheme, and all that. So you know how that goes. Twitter finds out, she tweets it that she has frustration with that, and it grows legs and is out of here.
Just just big up the person, please. Like you know what
Right.
I'm saying. People, and we both know this from super experience. It's hard to be creative.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's hard to like come up with stuff like there's literally 7 billion people on Earth, and times however many ideas a person's coming up, it's literally hard. It's so hard to be like original. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you see something and you got that platform and power to like all you if you seen that all you one share in a nice quote tweet would have changed that person's life forever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Business probably, you know what I'm saying, could have turned into a fashion designer, pose, anything. You know what I'm saying? But this thing where it's like it almost makes me feel like and I'm not saying like, Cardi B's doing this specifically, but it almost feels like artists are really just super, super more active on social media than we think because they're looking for stuff to steal,
True. True.
and yeah, while I'm a big fan of the cover art, Lord have mercy,
Yeah.
but if you're gonna be doing that, at least shout the person out or fake ask for permission or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like at least make the person's day or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
I'm about to say, and also us fans too. Like I said, not excusing it, or like I said, it might not always be the artist. You know what I'm saying? Because like you know what I'm saying, like for that cover art, like the photographer might have could have seen it and stole it. So you know what I'm saying? I
Oh
think
yeah.
I think if even if like when that happens though, you know what I'm saying? I think Cardi still has to. You still as the artist, you still can take control of the situation. You
Facts.
obviously see hers is dated before yours. You can still make it right, but I sometimes I'll even still see them argue and dismiss the person's claim or whatever. And it's probably happened because no, my bad. I'm serious.
Yeah, you
Oh,
said.
I had a phone call. But the
Okay.
artist probably didn't like how the original poster came at him. So you know how that is. You claiming I did this, I ain't did this, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to
Okay.
saying like, okay, I wasn't aware of this. My photographer came up with this, or my engineer came up with this song idea. You know what I'm saying? Then you can still like retweet this stuff or make it, or somehow, not saying you have to, but it'll be nice if you make it right with them. And like how we
Yeah.
always say, like we as a coach need to build a better culture at the top. So like I said, open doors for one way or another. You know what I'm saying?
Right. 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 Yeah, I completely agree with that. Um, to piggyback off the whole situation, like you said a few minutes ago, you being around Cardi B is going to lead to you being snooped on and digging dirt up on you to see what they can find. So allegedly, the chick was what you say her name was
No,
Normani.
yeah, Normani.
Okay, Normani song was sampled after the late great my my ex fiance Aaliyah One in a Million song, which sparked debates two different ways. As it's reported that she sampled the song without getting permission from the state, which I think is ran by Aaliyah's uncle, and then also sparked a debate when Aaliyah's uncle came out to say something about it. People was giving him backlash for allegedly hoarding unreleased Aaliyah music, in which he's thought to have 2 to 3 unreleased albums from the late great R&B singer.
Oh, okay. Oh my God.
So first, what's your opinion on the Normani using the sample without the permission thing? I haven't heard the song, so I don't know.
Me neither.
Yeah, I don't know if she really did. And,
It,
still in the sample could be something as simple as it doesn't have to be like the whole beat. It could be
right.
something, just a.
It could be something real simple. Like some of us like if you're not too musically inclined, it could be something like so simple as like a piano key sequence or something super
Mm-hmm.
simple. A
Yep.
riff or something could be super. It ain't got to be just a whole rendition of the beat or cadence and stuff like that. It could be something super simple, but if that is identifiable, then the state has a case.
Right.
And it sucks though. Like I shouldn't be using it um without asking if that's me assuming that Normani and the producer, engineer, whoever made this song is aware of it,
Mm-hmm.
and that's definitely a no if you know, and that kind of speaks to what you just said. And I was going to say too to add on to the conversation,
Mm-hmm.
Aaliyah, whoever handles Aaliyah's estate, that's one of them people that you don't play with because they don't rock I only think like Aaliyah's music isn't really on Apple Music. You know what I'm saying?
Correct. Correct.
They don't play like how like what was it Marvin Gaye
Oh
about the
yes.
whole happy sample
Um.
with Pharrell.
No, it wasn't happy. It was the joint with Robin Thicke.
Robin Thicke, okay, yeah. Yeah, like in certain states that they do not play.
Yeah.
And
Correct.
they, you know what I'm saying? And like the same thing Juice WRLD was dealing with. I think his name was what the dude he was sample Sting or something like that.
Oh yeah. Correct.
They will take you to the cleaners. Like Prince, you better not even ask to use none of Prince stuff. You know what I'm saying? So like you gotta be careful with that. If they knew, you gotta be careful. If not, even if you don't know, you gotta just double, triple check. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know what song can take off. So you want to have your ducks in a row, have your business aligned. Like you say, you never know what it can take off. You
Right.
can put something out and that jump can go to number one, and you like, damn, niggas like this. But if you don't
Right.
have the business around it and it takes off, then you're gonna be shit out of luck, man. Niggas gonna take you to the cleaners before your
Yeah.
career can even start. That's like one of your first songs.
Yep. And it might ruin you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. So yeah, I don't, man. And it's like like you said, it all comes down to like knowing and being and taking care of business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
A lot of the time, I think some artists they see a lot of other artists sample a lot of music, and maybe they just don't know that you got to get clearance,
right.
and they just like the producers just end up doing it and whatnot, and not taking care of business like that. I mean, we were in an era where rap was pretty much 95% samples.
Yeah, but
You,
like people need to be aware. Like, I mean, of course, like a lot of stuff was mainstream, but like you got to know you can get it off. You can get it off on the mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that you're not making money from, stuff like that.
right.
But like I mean, know a lot of stuff was, you know what I'm saying, official albums. But like you had to get them clearances, man. You and then like I don't know if people knew that they can say no. Niggas can say no. No, you can't use my shit.
Right, right. And you got to think like these people, like say like the Prince estates or the Leah estates, they're from a different era of music, and these estates don't really respect this era of music.
Right.
So that's a lot. If they believed in the artist, they probably are cleared.
Right. Yeah. But like I said, it got to make sense to the estate. And that's just some estates. Some people is probably just gonna say absolutely no. Or you know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like
right,
Even Nicki is one of the biggest female rap stars. Tracy Chapman was not letting her use her music. You know what I'm saying? The sample. Like I said, some of these people like they love their craft. Like everyone loves their craft. So like everyone isn't gonna be so giving for you to just to do whatever you want to do with it. Like you said, like a lot of people don't respected today's music. Like, no, I'm not about to give you my song so you can just slap a whole bunch of auto tune. You know what I'm saying? No,
a whole bunch
like,
of bullshit on it. You know
right,
what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. This was because you never know like artists, especially because in hip hop, a lot of the remake and sample beats come from R&B music.
mm-hmm.
And you never know, like, I was in love with this girl when I wrote this song, and the nigga about to take it, and you know what I'm saying?
Right. Or it
So,
could be something like you just totally don't represent. Like the at least the girl Vanessa Carlton. I mean, maybe she didn't know before she signed it.
mhm.
But could you imagine if you made like a nice song like Vanessa Carlton made, and then somebody grabbing it and dissing dead people on it?
Right,
Like that's like, you know what I'm saying? That's why people like real protective of their art. You know what I'm saying? Like so
right.
many reasons. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this is people baby.
And Vanessa Carlton's the
Yeah.
okay, yeah, yeah. So that's yeah, that's very true right there. And yeah, I'm just yeah. Hopefully, people just got to get the business side of it. That's another thing that's like big in society. That's not big in society, so to speak, is people start all these businesses without knowing how to run businesses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like we as a society just need to get better. And whether it's taking classes or actually doing interns, or because a lot of, you know, we're so, well, at least we try to be so self-driven.
Mm-hmm.
I got to do this myself. I got to do this myself. Even though I'll be like, damn, Eli been doing this for 20 years. But instead of like asking me, I got too much pride to be like, yo, Eli, can you take me up under your wing for like a year or something? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'ma just watch you from afar.
And just
No,
try to emulate it.
knowing I can't get the whole process from afar. I really
Right.
gotta, like we said about the sports, you gotta actually watch the game. But it's like niggas is watching highlights and
Right.
doing what they see in the highlights. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So niggas definitely gotta do that. But what you feel about the state, the uncle allegedly hoarding 3 Aaliyah albums?
A good thing. That's why, man. That's why you, man, one of the best A mics in the game. Because I was about to say, I'm waiting, I'm hoping you wouldn't go change the subject. Because I was in the home, I was gonna bring it right back here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like how you broke it down earlier, being biased and unbiased.
Yeah. Give me both.
The bias, me, like I grew up a big Aaliyah fan. I want to hear the music,
Right.
but if I'm being unbiased, he's the head of the state, and if he's making a conscious decision, talk to like everyone who's around, or the loved ones of Aaliyah, if they don't want the music out, then that's their right. Like who the fuck are y'all to like be mad at them?
Right.
But like I said, if I'm biased, of course I want to hear it. Of course I want to hear it. Like no disrespect. What if it's some music that's maybe not up to par or something? I don't know. You never know. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Right.
I'm just throwing things out there where it might not be released. But at the end of the day, they just don't want it out. Then it's not going to come out.
I'm I love Aaliyah so much. I would like it's almost like I ain't gonna say an addiction, but like damn, can I just get a snippet of something? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the unbiased me. I mean, the biased me definitely with you.
Like, can I get let me get all right, let me get 30 seconds of an intro or something. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta drop the album, but damn, let me get something. But like you said, unbiased, you're absolutely correct. You're the head of the state. There's laws and there's powers and there's end all be alls that come with that legislation. And you never know, like you said, you never know what the thought process is. Like you listen to Aaliyah music, even if the music is up to par, you might feel like the music game isn't up to par to deserve this music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like so many
Yeah.
things, like you said,
Yeah.
so many things it could be, man. Like I don't, uh, but I just hope it ain't gotta be all three, but just drop one of them things one day. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Like you said, just like take like a lot of the best of the songs, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Give us one more jump or something.
Yeah. Which is also dope to know that she was like working up until her demise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's definitely news to me. I did not know that.
Yeah. I like to obviously, rest in peace to the artists that died prematurely. But I like to see that a lot of the artists had like good work ethics. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And because you get the biggies. You know what I'm saying? Where you die and that's it.
Right.
And you got the pox where you die and he done had more CDs dead than alive, or at least
Right.
tied up. You know what I'm saying? So I like to see the whole, not penalizing nobody for not having a work ethic. I just like to see who was like workhorses and who was just like what kind of life they was really living. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
So
get you.
yeah, so it's nice to see that. But yeah, I hope they at least drop something. Like I said, I love me some Aaliyah, man. Um, so that's going to be a good segue. I was thinking of a way to tie it in together, but I couldn't think of a way to tie it all the way in. But since we were touching on the feminine basis of music, we're just going to slide into the masculinity side of things, or the toxic masculinity that we wanted to talk about. What you got for us on that?
Okay, so like a couple weeks ago, um, quarterback of the now Pittsburgh Steelers, his wife or girlfriend got charged with domestic abuse. I'm not too sure what happened, but she ended up punching him and knocking the tooth out.
And this is Dwayne Haskins, by the way, not
Yeah,
not
Dwayne Haskins.
yeah, not Ben
What did I say?
Roethlisberger. You said just Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback.
Okay, I think okay, yeah,
Yeah,
Dwayne Haskins, yeah.
yeah, not
So
not Big Ben. We know what would have happened if it was him. But go ahead, my bad.
yeah, man. And then like I just talks with the guys, and even on Twitter, like a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, they didn't have that same energy as if he was to hit her, it's kill him. But when she did it, it's all oh, what did he do, girl? This girl, and then you know what I'm saying. You
Mm-hmm.
got that's what the females are saying. And you got the guys like laughing at them. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh dang, you got your tooth knocked out by.
A
You know what I'm
girl.
saying? Dang, you weak, man. How could you lead a football team? Like, it's just like crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to get your thoughts on just toxic masculinity, man, and just the role it plays in
It, it,
today's society.
in my opinion, I'm not gonna say it's everything, but in my opinion, it's almost everything, man. It life in general is tough, but I'll say that being a black man, it's tough, man. You know what I'm saying? You're held to what I feel is pretty much unrealistic standards. You know what I
Right,
mean? Like I feel like you're expected to be perfect. You know what I mean? Like no matter what situation happens, people going to want you to react the way that they want you to react, whether it goes against logic or not. You know what I'm saying?
right,
I commend Dwayne Haskins, man, because it takes a strong minded person to understand priorities, to understand like cause and effects, the consequences of everything. If you get into an altercation with your girlfriend, everybody's arguing with significant others, everybody's been in a debate, argument, you hope that it doesn't turn physical, but sometimes it does. So I commend him for not retaliating, for having the restraint. It's to me, I was about to say it's situational football. To me, it's situational. Um, unless she kills you, anything she does to you, you're in a situation where you have millions of dollars that you can replace pretty much anything.
yeah,
So I commend him for not striking her back. Because if you strike her back, your career's over. You know what I'm saying?
right,
If you retaliate any physical way, your career's over. He's already struggling to stay afloat as it is. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So it's the odds are already against you. You didn't have a stellar playing career with the Washington football team, so the odds are further stacked against you. And of course, on par, the universe throws a situation at you where if you act wrong, the odds are going to explode all over you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I feel like in black society, in the black community, a lot of logic is thrown out the window because of what sounds and looks cool.
hmm,
And nowadays, and I've said this a few times across multiple platforms, that people are so predicated on faking it till you make it that by the time you realize what happened, you done process yourself to be a fake person. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And that's what I feel like a lot of society is. It's just like fake people with fake standards and holding those fake standards to real people.
yep.
And that's just what I feel about that. How do you feel?
Yeah, man. I mean, I piggyback. I feel everything. You are 100% agree with everything you said, and just to add on to like the whole situation, to control everything, not to retaliate, and sometimes it comes down to a simple reflex. Like sometimes it's just a reflex to somebody hit you, bam, you hit him back. Not even saying he's a woman beater or anything like that, but just to be able to like control a reflex. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Kudos to him, and I just think is men, black men, or whatever, we just got to be, and just not even just the men, we just as a whole society, we just got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? What we put out to the universe. Like I said, you want men to protect black women and to do right, be better. Like you can't like have it both ways. You can't tease him for not hitting somebody back or getting knocked out or getting the tooth knocked out or whatever. And then on the other foot, if he hits her, then you kill her. Like we just got to be better. We got to be better as a people, man. And you wonder why, like some men are the way they are, or we're not able to open up and be vulnerable because we're gonna be ridiculed. You know what I'm saying? So we
Facts.
have to have this tough exterior. We can't be vulnerable and accept therapy or console our guys or ask for help. We'll be ridiculed. Everything is getting held against us. So like,
Literally
yeah,
everything. Yeah.
yeah. So like, y'all have to make it a safe place for people, for men to open up and be vulnerable if you want us to change. And like little stuff like, I mean, like just dumb stuff like this is like ridiculing this guy, you know what I'm saying, for doing the right thing, making fun of him, being a butt of jokes, trending on Twitter, like some talking to something as minuscule as not being able to lead a football team because your tooth got knocked out. It's fucking crazy, bro. Like I know we joke and laugh, but like at the end of the day, you just sit down and just think about like the stuff that we say and our thoughts, the stuff that we put out in the universe.
Hmm.
It's sickening sometimes, man.
It
Like,
is. It is. And we have to. Speaking of sickening, we have to get away from this gender war
yes,
because
same thing with the light skin, dark skin shit. You know what I'm saying?
right. We have to get away from all of that because once we realize like it starts off as a joke, but it gets taken serious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And you're causing mental problems, and you're causing like all these problems, and for no reason, it just causes further division. You know what I'm saying? Like
yep,
this, the whole, like you said at first when you first introducing the topic, the whole, if it happens to a female, it's World War III. But if it happens to a dude, then oh, he must have did something to deserve that. We got to stop that.
yeah,
Like it can't be. We can't move the field goal post because of who or what it happened to. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Like if something's wrong, it's wrong. And I really feel like we people absolutely have to work on that.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of like you say. I urge everybody to, even if you feel good mentally, I urge everybody to at least seek one therapy session. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like you might learn something that you didn't know was going on that turns out to be wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like just normally I would just say blow the whole world up and start over. But yeah, just need a blanket and fresh slate within the black community. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I know it's tough, like you said, like I was saying earlier, like we don't have like a lot of people we can open up to. But like you said, try to seek professional help. And I know sometimes they might not have all the answers, but like if you can, if possible, and for people, be better, a better friend, a better family member, because like people need help, and then you never know, you might say the wrong thing or get a wrong advice. Like sometimes take a second to really think about what you're saying to people. You never know, you know what I'm saying, what people are dealing with and how that can affect people, situations play out. So right, let's just try to be better as a whole, man.
Yeah, definitely agree with that. And wishing a speedy, but well, I'm quite sure he's recovered. Loose too. He probably got that fixed up by now. But
Yeah,
definitely wishing the best for Dwayne Haskins, and his spouse.
yeah,
Hopefully they
get
work
help.
through that. Yeah, work through that. Marriage counseling, couple counseling, just all types. And that's the thing about therapy and counseling. There's all different types of avenues. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So definitely, if it's something specifically wrong, they got a therapist and a counselor for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
Like,
we what's the name? It might be another topic. Definitely have to be another topic another day.
mhm.
Like, what's up with that? Like, what's up with females just feeling the need to put hands on people whenever something goes wrong or breaking property and stuff like that? We got to get into that one day.
we can get into it fully, but to touch on that right quick is what we were talking about earlier. There's just no accountable. There's no being accountable nowadays. Like life is literally, it's not perfect for a female, but it's literally catered heavily to females. You know what I mean?
Man, we if we was big, boy, maybe on your head top.
I,
But
I
I agree with you though.
I get it. And if you think that now, wait till we actually go into full detail. about that. You know what I mean? And we probably have to get a guest on for that as well too. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because I think that'd be something that Mike would like love talking about too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to
So
Mike.
shout out to Mike, man. Shout out to the Breaking the Narrative podcast. Um, but yeah, that's it all. I think it all boils down to that, man. It's just not having to be accountable for nothing. But like you said, we'll say that for another day. So I think we covered all the topics that we wanted to get into. You want to get into these
It
what's
it
one?
was one more topic.
Okay, what I missed.
It was a sports genre. It wasn't nothing we had originally,
Uh-huh.
but it's been a growing topic. Um, how do you feel about the narrative that's been put about? I think it might have started with Stephen A. when they was talking about the Asian baseball player that he
Okay.
can't be the face of the MLB, and also I'm hearing that narrative also with Giannis saying that Giannis can't be the face of the NBA.
Wow.
I think that this came from that show with Acho and what
Speak for yourself.
Speak for Yourself.
Acho and Wiley. Shout out to them, man.
Wiley, yeah. So it came from them, and I guess with I seen like a short clip. Like I don't watch these shows. In the short clip, he explained how like we know Mike, we've seen Mike, and every example he used, we've seen them. I guess come up. We know, you know what I'm saying about Delaney High School, North Carolina, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess like we don't have too much backstory on Giannis. I guess that's why he's saying we can't. They can't be the face.
Um. Yeah, I disagree with that. I feel like from that perspective, obviously it's not yours. It's Acho. I love Emmanuel Acho, man. He's a hardworking, good analyst. But I feel like that's like the old school. Not old school because he's younger than us, but that's like the old mentality. Um, I get it. The cinematic backstory. You seen Jordan grow up, get cut from high school, and keep on pressing and pressing. I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. Point blank. Whoever's running roughshod over the NBA, that's who's the face.
Yeah,
like, like, like.
especially if they're gonna be a likable person like Giannis. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right, right. Like I don't have to. And it's funny because now we are starting to learn like the backstory of Giannis when he won the championship. He's saying like they had the video clips of him like him and his brothers super young on the street selling bottles of water and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And he's saying stuff like he didn't know where his next meal was going to come from. Like that kind of stuff. Like we said last segment, when you're black, no matter where you're from, we're pretty much all gonna have that same background, bro. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like you could be from Greece, you can be from China, you could be hell, even in the motherland Africa. Like if you're black, odds are you're coming from a poor background, bro. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So I don't have to know that. You know what I'm saying? And even if he grew up in a rich background, he's still dominating the NBA. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
If you want to deem him the face, man, he's the face. Well, if KD is continues running roughshod over the league, he's the face. Like, I don't feel like that's true. What about you?
Yeah, I definitely don't agree with it. And I definitely think Giannis can be the face, and if he keeps at this pace, like you can make a case for it now, but if he keeps at this pace, it's gonna be unanimous. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think we got to get away from that. It's not even just in sports. It's just that just because something hasn't been done, don't mean it can't be done.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because like
Right.
even like with like just look around with music, fashion, everything. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that we never thought would happen is happening. You know what I'm saying? All it just takes is just that one person to do it, and shit will start becoming the norm. And like you said, I don't know. I don't think everyone might not be that invested into like backstory just to be the face. Like if he's super good, has a great personality, and likable, then I think that'll be enough to be the face. You know what I'm saying? especially like he has a bright personality. The only thing with maybe I don't think it would matter, but maybe it will hinder. It's like he's not like he wasn't. Well, maybe since he got the championship, maybe he'll do more endorsements. That'll help get his brand, his face out there to make it more easy to be the face of the league and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He was focused on winning the championship, but Giannis definitely could be the face of the league. And any foreigner, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to be American raised to be the face of an American sport. I don't buy that.
Yeah, hell no. Especially with um these foreigners, man, they come in not accustomed to the American ways, so they're less distracted. You know what I'm saying? They put more time into their craft. Obviously they're going to be more driven because there's just less. You don't see Giannis in no commercials or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? At least not yet. Quite sure there's some on the horizon, maybe, but yeah, I really don't. Especially you brought up the baseball. Now that is super ridiculous because when I heard when I heard that there's a player that came from China that is a starting pitcher and he's an ace. He's not just a starting pitcher. He's like an ace. He's throwing like shutouts and shit like that. And he leads the league in home runs. I said, yo, I got to see this for myself. Now, I'm not saying he's the face of the league, but if he's drawing attention like that, and I'm quite sure I'm not the only one who thinks like that, that's something. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really, with these, like you said, way early on, these hot takes is Stephen A and them. I get it. They're probably trying to get ratings and stuff like that. So, or they just not thinking like I feel. Space Jam. Space Jam 2, A New Legacy, is starring LeBron James. I don't know why they say it's starring all of those other NBA players. These guys have animated cameos at best. Maybe a slight 5 to 10 second rendition. It was with Anthony Davis and Damian Lillard in their actual forms. But for the most part, all these other guys, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and these guys are just animated goon squad.
Yeah, I didn't know Dre was in it until I heard somebody say
it. So, watch both of the movies. Watch the first one first, and then watch LeBron one. And subplots are kind of different. LeBron's Space Jam is more of a family affair type of movie. A lot of people ragging on LeBron's acting. What do you feel about LeBron's acting, man?
I wasn't a fan of it, but I wasn't gonna hold that against him though. Only thing I didn't expect him to be Denzel, but like how you do your skits and you're a little bit believable when you do it. That's all I wanted from him. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And I think no disrespect to you, but I'm like, if you can do it, this ain't got all this money. I think him and the director definitely should have, unless that's what they were going for. Like okay. If it's a children's movie, maybe to me it just seemed like a little bit over the top, or just selling like how the director said, give me sad LeBron, and then he just oversold it too much sad, or whatever. That was like my only small gripe. I said, I'm not going to kill him because he's not an actor. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. So same here. I've seen LeBron in about a couple of movies now. It's the same in every movie. So I'm thinking this is just like his style. I guess it's a new style of acting. I guess you know what I'm saying. Like you said, not going to penalize him. I like the movie. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say it's Academy Award winner or nothing like that, but definitely did what it was supposed to do. And people have to remember this movie's intended for kids, by the way. Mm-hmm. There's a bunch of fun little spots in the movie. Obviously, the basketball game was funny. side note about the two Space Jams is I seen this on Twitter and they said this is how you know Michael Jordan is better than LeBron
Oh my
James.
God, I think I seen this.
Yeah, so it says with the universe on the line, Michael Jordan went 22 for 24. And with the universe on the line, LeBron James only attempted 5 shots.
Why is the internet so petty, yo? That's petty, yo.
Do you fault LeBron for playing team basketball with the universe on the line?
But that's the thing. Was he playing team basketball though? If I can super that petty because he only had like 1 assist, 1 rebound, stuff like that. And then you said like he had to be a better teammate for them niggas to win. He gave them niggas like, man, look, man, y'all gotta play y'all game. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Did you? And that's also I wanted to bring up. I'm glad you brought up that part. The Michael Jordan joke at the halftime was hilarious.
Yeah, definitely.
When they were down by like 1,000 points, and which I forgot which one of them it was, said that they knew they was going to need help, so they recruited Michael Jordan. And then there's like this shadowy figure walking towards them, and everybody's anticipating Michael Jordan, and it's Michael B. Jordan. That's funny, you know.
Yeah, that definitely was one of the bright spots in the movie. Sorry, spoiler alert. But if you ain't seen it by now, I don't know what you're doing, man. What you waiting on?
Yeah,
Like that and the rap battle was like, besides the whole nostalgia, that's what I liked about the movie. Those definitely the bright spots.
Yeah, definitely is good in my opinion. I don't know, people critiquing it, like you said earlier. Well, you didn't do it, but like you said, people probably equating his acting to Denzel and whatnot. I don't know, but I liked it for what it was, man. I would take a Space Jam 3 depending on if they could advance storylines and all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Just go ahead and throw Trey Young in that thing.
Well, I don't know about that, but you know what I'm saying. Tatum might have something to say about that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit.
But yeah, overall it's cool, like nostalgic feel with all the Looney Tunes and cameos from a bunch of older cartoons. Even some newer ones like Rick and Morty.
Mm-hmm.
One of my old faves, Marv the Martian.
That was my guy.
Yeah. So it just dope to see like all of those. And I'm actually looking to see like some new Looney Tunes. That has to be on the horizon, right?
They should, man. Like they've been milking Space Jam for all it's worth. So much different merch and products out for this joint. Like LeBron had like 20 different shoes come out. They should do that, man.
Yeah,
Strike while the iron is hot.
Yeah, I'll definitely take some new Looney Tunes, Daffy Duck, Bugs Bunny, Wile E. Coyote, Roadrunner. What's the with Speedy Gonzalez? I haven't seen him in God knows how long. He's in the like this crazy, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to Don Cheadle too, man. Playing the role of the manipulative heel villain, you know what I'm saying? And then I like the movie, man. I'm not gonna complain about it. I don't. People need to lighten up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's like it was doomed when we heard a new Space Jam. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't play about their nostalgia, their classics and stuff, man. So
yeah,
it was, and whatever they did, in some people's eyes, it just wasn't gonna be perfect.
Right, and then
good enough. Excuse me, not perfect. It wasn't be good enough.
And then add in the LeBron and Jordan thing, and that's just times 2. Did you hear what the director had to say about it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think he really felt like that, or is it just that they decided to do a new Space Jam without him, the original director?
See, that's where my mind goes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
For him to say something like that, I'm like, oh yeah, they didn't pick you up. Maybe they mess with your story or something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some along them lines that got him feeling some type of way and shit.
Yeah. But The best remedy for that is what Space Jam has been doing, which is holding number one at the box office. So
Shout outs, kudos. Make that money,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. So that's what I like to tell people all the time. No matter what we think about the movie, being number one at the box office indicates success. So shout out to Bron. Shout out to everybody involved with that process. And like I said, depending on the storyline and whoever could be like the next mega star in basketball, I'll take a Space Jam 3. What the hell, man? You know what I'm saying? Did you have any what the fuck facts for today?
Yeah, I think I got one. You want me to start off?
Well,
What you got?
yours are normally like good. So I'll just
Nah, yours be good.
I'll start mine off. Plus, it's like a little slight interesting jump. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So everybody who works extremely hard, we all love naps and we love a good nap. We all feel like we don't get a lot of rest. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And you know, when you do sleep for a long time, we like to refer to our sleep like compare it to the hibernation of bears. Like, damn, I was hibernating, this and that.
Mm-hmm.
So now naturally we would think that the bear is the animal who sleeps the longest because they sleep for the duration of wintertime. But did you know the longest sleeping animal is actually a bug? It's a snail.
Wow. Did not know that.
When snails take naps can fluctuate anywhere from 2 to 3 years.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Like imagine just taking a nap and it's like you wake up and it's like 2024.
Right. That's fucking crazy.
That is crazy. Snail naps can last anywhere between 2 to 3 years.
I know I don't be outside that much. I feel like I haven't seen a fucking snail in so long.
Facts, nigga sleeping.
That would explain it, huh?
Yeah, this is downtime. You know what I'm saying? Wow, let's all 2023. Fuck it. You know
what I'm saying? Out there tripping.
But yeah, that's my what the fuck fact of the day.
And I gotta do what you do. I gotta build it up. I get straight to the fact or whatever, man.
Okay.
But did you know back in the day, I wanted to say I think I heard it was like the 40s that people used to use ketchup as a medicine. They used to make it come in pill form, and I used to think it was used to like cure like upset stomachs and diarrhea and stuff like that. And of course, just like with everything else, they stopped using it because people were cutting it the wrong way and stuff like that. And medicine advanced, and they found other ways to cure those problems. But yes, ketchup back in the day was indeed a medicine.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't know that. And that's very interesting. Now I'm gonna be looking at my ketchup a whole different way.
Right?
Like this is helping me right here.
Yeah, I love ketchup too.
Facts. Yeah, that's amazing. I did not know that. That's interesting. I wonder how that came about.
Right.
Man, you know what? Your stomach hurt? And take some of this right here.
Yeah, like nigga, I'd be wondering how like the people come up with stuff. They just like, yeah, we try something. I guess these scientific people be knowing the scientific properties of certain stuff, and they, oh man, if we do that, man, let's see if you know what I'm saying. We mix it with this, mix it with that, and try it out on animals and people. And hey, man, I got something here.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess as a scientist, you probably would literally have to slave yourself in the lab 24/7.
Trial and error. Wait till you get it right.
Yeah, I used to when I was working at GW, I used to work at the science lab building or whatever, and it literally would be like students in that zone, literally around the clock. You know what I'm saying? So not sure what they're trying to come up with or what they're doing, but you definitely, I guess, got to spend a lot of time in there.
Facts.
But yeah, that was awesome right there. I did not know that. So with that being said, this has been another Head for the Hills podcast, and definitely appreciate everybody tuning in. Get these numbers jumping, and we out.
Head for the hills and foe. Bye.